Welcome back to Pathfinders logo. There you go. We're in. We're finally in. Second game of a best of 3. Clash midnight on the blue side once again. See Pandas on the red. So Larry, tell me, does see Pandas turn this around?
They have to. Come on, this is their last chance. If they lose this game, they're pretty much out, which would be super unfortunate for them. Oh my god, can we just pause for a second? This Ari skin, the animation of the little folks running to the lane, it gets me every time.
It's
my god,
amazing, so clean. Congratulations,
I know, right?
To the designers there. Oh, what a clean skin. Beautiful, beautiful. The
You know what
fox
else is
form as well
clean?
on the ulti. Oh.
But you know what else is clean? Clash performance so far.
You're always clean on your casting.
Thank you very much. You too, you know.
Okay, thank you. Flatteries.
Yes. Let me go back to my point though. Clash have been so clean in the previous game, and it would be super unfortunate for Pandas to lose this one because we saw them just going so strongly yesterday, and we were so hyped for this team after their strong stomping performance. And right now they already have one game lost. They lose another one, they go away. If any of the teams are going to go away today, because one will unfortunately in the end of it, they need to go in style and in a fight. And that's why I really want this series to go into the best of 3. I think Pandas need to take this one, and then we will see these two teams meeting in a final decisive clash.
You were absolutely correct, Solari. The pressure that Xin Zhao knows they can assure it's going to translate into this early invade for the red buff. You had the scouting from Olaf too, so Sana helping them there. It's what you would expect. It works so well. It's a champion that can do a lot in the early game. Take advantage of it.
And it feels a little bit of a revenge moment, right? Because in the previous game, we saw that Maokai with his bot lane denying Vi the farm, denying Vi the tempo in the jungle. And right now, Xin Zhao very sneakily doing this same. Look at that. It's not just the red buff, but he's taking. He knows. Okay, no, let's go back. Delicate. It's not just a champion, it's a player. Delicate knows how much of a clear speed her champion has, how quickly she can go through the enemy jungle. Right now, of course, Pandas know what exactly is going on there thanks to the wards, but it's 2 camps down for the side of Pandas, which means that Vi is standing before a choice. What is she going to do to keep up with the tempo? Is she going to go invade the enemy jungle? Because if so, she needs to do it right now, and then she is going to meet Xin Zhao on the bot part of the jungle, and it looks like this is the decision.
There we go. I would expect that to happen as well. Solari, Xin Zhao, and the rest of Clash must have noticed how the rotation has been going for Vi. So they're going to meet here in the jungle on the Wraiths there, but also bot lane is going to be an engage. Kiana going in with the hook, and the other one is going to be Delicate against Ender. Just fully pressing so close! The Q over the wall, the dash, getting Ender to safety, but a very, very close call, and both flashes down for both junglers.
And this is the outcome you would expect between these 2 junglers. That's why it is so nice that Delicate immediately rotated right after the wolves towards the board part of the jungle, knowing that Vi is going to be forced to go in there, and knowing that Xin Zhao is so much stronger than Vi in the current state of the game, in the very beginning of it. Because if you remember, in the beginning of this season, we had the very limited pool of champions in the jungle who could, be picked and played around. Vi was one of them, but she was, in the lowest part of the tier list because she was so weak in the very early game. And Xin Zhao has been, still is, I expect will be until the end of the times, a jungler that has a lot of damage in the early game, and he's not afraid to use it.
Definitely not. You're ahead there on the CS department. You have denied some of that for the Vi. They're going to meet halfway again. Scuttlecrab, you have the Swipper from Delicate. They're going to meet, and does get the smite on that one. They do, yes, there you go. But you have the Glapkosha from Xin Zhao as well. A lot of damage going on to Ender, but C is gathering. There's not going to be much else coming out of it. But every single moment, Xin Zhao showing that they are such a dominant jungler.
This is straight on bullying in the jungle, right? And the worst thing is that as Clash, you know you can do it. And as Pandas, you can't really do much about it. You just need to, stand strong and wait out and hope that eventually the bully will lose the interest. I don't think that is going to be the case in this situation and in this game. But yeah, Xin Zhao can continue to bully Vi out of the jungle like that. He can continue to force her into escaping from the fights, because for quite some time from now on, she's not going to be able to win those. The only thing left for her is farming, and to give, some credit to Ember, where still she is farming.
Aye. They're going to meet once again if there's going to be a counter game. They go in on it. See, dropping down very low, but so is Delicate this time around. Oh no! Are they going to go down? They don't. And there's a triumph coming in clutch for Delicate, getting her health just barely enough. Another kill. Oh no, the first kill this time around, first blood on the top lane for Clash. Bot lane, also a lot of action with Cosmic falling very low in health. And see, Pandas maintaining very healthy.
And it's not just the first blood for Clash, it is the first blood for Sana. This is the kill for Sana for the Olaf on the top lane. Oh my goodness, that Rakan is going but getting caught instead. You really need to get out of this alive, which is going to be hard for you. Very risky exchanges here on the bot lane.
Risky indeed, Solari, but at the same time, if you are that Jhin on about 90% of health, you know that you can have your Rakan going in because you can do so much damage. And that's one thing that I've been noticing about Stratuspender and Evaluna. They have been playing Jhin with the support, of course. So Jhin all the way through Pathfinders. They know exactly when the fourth shot's coming. They know exactly when Stratuspender doesn't have that auto attack. So they can perform so well on those 2v2s.
I love this synergy between the AD carry and the support. We talked a little bit in the beginning of the day today about the synergy that Clash bot lane has between themselves. They themselves talk about it a lot. But Pandas, just the understanding between Stratuspender and Evaluna is absolutely on point every time. And it's lovely to see Evaluna actually playing on different champions other than Nautilus. Because yes, the boost above at Nautilus is so nice to see, but Rakan is such a more versatile champion. He can do so many different things in a very quick fashion. And I love to see that the level of play is absolutely still there for her.
Scatter Crab taken by Pandas as they already have a detection ward and more vision in that jungle as well for the dragon that has spawned. Nobody is really directing to go for taking it down this far, but the presence from Vi in the bot lane does indicate maybe an interest. Where we have Zinzao on the other side of the map alongside Lily on the Ari going in, potentially taking that gank onto Garen. They have spotted there is a ward, so they're going to retreat, go back to the lane. Some pings coming out from Shah as well, showing that there is no mid laner available. So we know that Ender could potentially spot and take something down in the bot lane.
Is it again the Chem Dragon that we have as the first Drake? This is unfortunate. I was hoping for some spicier Drakes, but maybe we're going to have a spicy soul this time. Regardless, we're going to have a Drake. It looks like the Pandas are still firmly in control over the first Dragons, over the objectives on the bot side of the map. They're going to take it. No resistance coming in from Clash this time.
It's going to be a trade of some sort, correct? Because we have the scouting from Delicate in the top lane. They're going to potentially take that first Herald of the game. It's something that we saw in the previous match as well. Solari, you mentioned how the Herald is much more important in the beginning when there's still the platings available. Lilian is also rotating for it, and Olaf is going to back them up as well. No chance for there to be a steal. So it's a trade overall.
Yes, and it's not the Drake that really need to be fighting for that much. So it's exactly the mirror situation of what we saw in the first game. And I love that Clash still have their priorities super straight, because it really puts a lot of emphasis on jungler for their decision where they're going to rotate on the map, where exactly they're going to go in terms of the objectives or in terms of the lane, because they are on the mid lane right now, but it doesn't look like it's going to result in anything except for him just passing by our Vi's in their jungle again. That's what we're here for.
There you go. But of course, being a Vi, you have a lot of mobility. You know how you can engage and disengage from areas in the map. But I love to see Clash being so aware of the movement coming from those teams. We have potentially clear out on this detection. What is Cosmic and Kiana going to try to detain it? There you go. Nicely done, and it's going to be fog of war all around for the river on the side of Clash, but it's fine. No Drake to be spotted, so it's okay. You have just seen Vi on the bottom side of the map. You have your eyes on the enemy jungler.
Lovely how Clash managed to protect their ward in the Tribush, cleared the enemy ward, but at the same time they fought the temptation to go any further and have a fight with Pandas at this moment, because they had Vi around, and if only Clash made any step too far into the river, it would have been on 3-on-2. I'm not sure how quickly Delicate would have been able to join that fight. It could be a disaster for Clash bot lane, so very good diligence coming here from their side.
Agreed, Solari, and it really comes from the fact that they have been so aware of the map. They're keeping track of every champion. You can see the pings, and it's not a spam of pings. It's just enough, as everything they have been playing so far. We see Delicate here in the bot lane. They're going to go back with the fast recall from the Herald. You push in the wave, you go back, you get a nice reset. Maybe we're going to see this Herald being popped pretty soon. There's still a quarter of the timer on the Herald to be popped, so potentially that could go in the mid lane. Where do you think it could be the best place?
Anywhere would be good right now. I would say especially anywhere between top lane and mid lane, because maybe you want to see again the situation from the previous game and give Sana as much gold in the early game as possible. And speaking of gold, there already is a gap between both teams, with Clash being in the lead, and they still haven't released their Herald yet, so the gap is going to get even higher, or rather bigger, between the two teams.
Vi clearing here the camps, trying to get that stack, trying to get the jungle cleared up before the next objectives come on the board. 2 minutes for the next Drake. Still a little bit more for the Herald. 3 minutes left for platings, so you definitely got to take that one down. Delicate drop in, looking to go here for the mid lane. You have a rotation, bot lane, at least the support. Now Jhin as well going in for this top side of the map. I wonder what they are going to do. Maybe they know there's going to be a Herald popped here and they're going to try to defend it. But I would assume that at least one charge is coming out of it.
Most likely, yes. I think in general need to look towards top side of the map right now, because they need to try to secure the next Herald. If they give it away to Clash, it's going to be too devastating for them. Clash are already in a such good position to have fights with Pandas should they want to. Maybe now on the bot lane, do they want to have a fight? Because I'm not sure what this spinning is supposed to mean from C-side. But what is important is that I wanted to look at Qiyana right now. I wanted to look back at the bot lane, because there is an even shot already completed. It was completed at 11th minute for Qiyana, which is ridiculously fast for support to have the mythic item completed. I love it. I love this combination of Qiyana on such a support, plus the Cosmic on a fasting Senna. Mwah, piece of a cake.
Agreed. And they're going in on this one, deciding to go for the hero drop in the bot lane. Very nicely done, reading out the map, showing and trying to see where was going to be the best place to go. There's still a presence from Shredder's Panda and Avaluna here alongside Shah. Maybe they're going to try to go for engage. Trap spots Qiyana on the bush. There's still some vision around the blue buff, but they managed to escape. 20 seconds for the next Drake, while you have Lilian and Senna in the mid lane taking even more platings, as we are so close to having them down on the 14-minute mark.
And they keep having more gold for their team. I would need you to do quick math so for me, please, because for the love of God, I cannot do it. What is the difference between the teams?
Gold 3K.
What? Okay, I have to believe you, but this is ridiculous for 13th minute in the game.
Around 3K, yeah, like 2.8.
No way, that's too much.
Too much. Is this Drake being finished here by Clash, as it's so close? But Vi doesn't want to take that one down. They're going to go win with the card. The entrance is up, and so is the ulti from Senna. They take the Ahri down first, and she steals it. Confirmed, Pandas steals it. Ender with such a nice engage, but you have a counter back from Lilian getting a double kill. Another one is going to be a kill for Senna instead, as they wipe up everyone from the board. They're going to go for Shah too. They get the stun though. A lot of damage going on to them, and the Cassiopeia doesn't survive. It's almost an ace for Clash Midnight.
Oh no, Pandas, you got the Drake, but at what cost? What did it cost you? Everything, and that is not going to be an exaggeration. It cost them literally everything. 6-1 all of a sudden we go as a result of this fight. We go 2 kills on all the carries of the side of Clash at this very moment. They are going to recall for so many items right now. This is a disaster for Pandas. Just one fight completely turning the tide around.
Well, reaching out the 5k gold lead for Clash Midnight. Pandas are finding themselves in a very tough spot. You have the rotation from Stratus Panda going into the top lane, mid lane, support and jungler going there to back them up too. Qiyana showing herself, trying to at least keep some of that wave cleared. Not cleared, but at least stacked for when Senna can come around and take the stacks herself. They're going to find the support and jungler from Pandas. They're going to spot them now with the fruit. They have vision over the river and maybe... Oh, look at that. That was really cute. Just go, wee, bounce.
Exactly. Just making sure that nobody's going to bounce at you at the very next moment. You know, the Herald is up and running. QLASH really want to take this one. Pandas really, let's be fair, need to fight for this one. But can they do it? Vi has the ultimate available. Maybe they could try to do something. No, they're focusing on the top lane instead. Not even going to try for a steal. Apparently, it is not a good position for Pandas, unfortunately. Oh my god, are you sure about that?
Oh, Ender, you're going to get picked off like that, and there's going to be a kill. The Rakan goes in with the grand entrance, but can't really hit anyone. And unfortunately, Stratospender gets left alone. There's no appeal for the ADC, as you have Lilian going in with a nice dodge from Sha on that charm. But still, they get the stun on 3 members here. Cosmic going down. You have the stopwatch getting them out of dodge. Another hit with the healing, and Cosmic stays alive while 3 players of Pandas go down.
Never underestimate the power of stopwatch and just how nicely it can save you sometimes. But yes, this is a 9-1 at 16th minute in the game. That is around 7k gold difference between the teams right now, estimating somewhere there. This is going to be all the outer turrets completely destroyed on the side of Pandas. No, Evolution, don't do it like that!
That's very unfortunate. Dying trying to save the turret, a worthy and honorable cause, but didn't really end that well. You had the hit from the Herald, and it was gonna go down either way. It was very close to Vi going down too, but at least she got to escape.
It feels like a little desperation from the side of Pandas, unfortunately, for the last couple of fights. And I can understand very perfectly where exactly it's coming from, but it's just... they keep giving away even more kills for QLASH when the situation doesn't really call for that anymore. Pandas really need to slow down right now and to see what else they can do on the map. What can you play around? Can you rely on your own scaling? Can you try to find the ways to get onto Cosmic now that she doesn't have stopwatch anymore? Maybe try to unleash Vi going from the flanking maneuvers to get to this backline of QLASH somehow, miraculously. Bait them in, make sure their front lane goes in, make sure they are in their front-to-back position already secured in there, and then have somebody get to their back lane somehow. I don't know how it's going to work in practice.
Somehow, and they're going in here, but you have a very nice escape from Kiana, throwing that anchor on the wall. Very easy as well. 1 minute left for the next Drake to spawn Solari. One thing I was noticing, the itemization here that we have for Cassiopeia, of course standard as we saw in the last game, but they have really fallen behind in comparison to the enemy mid laner. Lilian on 3, 0 and 5 is just so far ahead. And at this moment, if you're going to try to take down the front line that is the Nautilus on the side of QLASH, the only one who's going to do damage is the Cassiopeia.
And is she going to do enough damage? That's going to be my question, because with the even shroud from Kiana, everybody on the side of Panda is going to go down even quicker the moment these Nautilus presses their ultimate. These indeed will come up to shot to be able to kill, to cut through the front lane of the enemy team. Or maybe it's not going to happen right now. Lydian actually was caught out. Rakan is jumping in and around, but Lydian is getting away because she had the ultimate all along. Sen is still on the back lane, shooting out. Lydian is getting a kill. She's on the rampage, still going in with Everfrost with the ultimate, not being able to catch up with anybody. But it's 11-1, a beautiful number of kills for QLASH for sure.
A kill and a flash on the support, and now it's going to be QLASH pushing down this mid lane. They're gonna take this tower, exposing the base, and you have the jungler as well. Delicate is already in the buff. She's gonna take down this Ocean Drake, and it's gonna be her first one for QLASH Midnight, but definitely important to deny the growth, forcing Pandas onto Assault.
I just realized the audacity of Kiana. Look at the summoner spells. She's running with a teleport.
Yeah, she is.
They don't even need an exhaust or anything like that. No. We're playing with the big girls now, and they are going in with teleports all along.
They are. They have full control over the side of the jungle here on the Pandas base. They have exposed the mid lane. Top lane is exposed as well. Just bottom lane, tier 2 is standing. And they're going to have a very easy job to try to control around the pit for the Baron, because it's spawning in 30 seconds. And to be fair, they feel so strong that I feel like they could actually do it.
I love the sneaky change of the mythic item from Sana. She was going with the Radiant Virtue, and then immediately after that, nope, I'm going with the Jack Show while still staying on the base. I love the Jack Show in Sana right now. She's absorbing so much damage into her that Jack Show is going to help her out a little bit more. But going back to the fact that you just noticed, Softran, the Baron is coming up so soon, and with Clash being so firmly in control of everything, they can pretty much do the same thing that they did in the previous game. Bait in Sea Pandas onto the Baron pit, and either Sea Pandas take the bait and die, or they don't take it and give away the Baron.
We'll see how that's gonna go around. We have detection wards around the pit for Clash Midnight as they try to control the river. There's still one spotted ward for Sea Pandas, but they're going in very deep here. Maybe, is there a buff? No, there's no red, so they're just trying to get some vision for themselves. Liliane, gotta be careful. She's got the Everfrost, she's got the Amplifier, the Horizon. This time around, she deals much more damage than the last game, and she's gonna be zoning them out as Delicate goes around the pit. They don't use the flash though, just the gap closure, and it's now Liliane going down first with a full shot, shut down by Stratospender as the fight still continues. Solari and Stratospender is going to help the team alongside Garen. C is going to go for a final takedown, denying Clash any attempt on this Baron.
When I asked in the previous game what would it take for Sea Pandas to take the game back into their hands, you said a mistake from Clash, and your prediction came true, even though only in the second game, but Clash indeed did make a mistake this time, overstepping quite a lot, separating apart from the team from the rest of it, and they need to maintain the position. They need to have everybody fighting together to make sure that all of the parts of this puzzle are going to work together. When Liliana is too far away within the enemies, when Sana doesn't have the support of the center from the backlane anymore, it's really hard for Clash to stay alive pre-Zonius at least. But they're still going in.
Double TPs dropped, Solari. Double TPs. That backing Liliane is behind the pit once again. You have Ender behind as well. Maybe trying to get something in a good range, in a good spot. They are in a fog of war. Thank you so much for our production. As they haven't really spotted the detection ward is going to be there. They don't have time to clear it. They're going to have to disengage with a curtain call who's going to slow them down and get them out of this buff. Flash from C is going to be wasted while they try to protect themselves. Sana doesn't want to give up though. There's still so much damage that she can output. The Ragnarok is popped one hit away. It's going to be Rakan going in. And Luna might be in a bad spot. She goes down. Liliane takes the support from C. There's not going to be one person stunned with that petrifying gaze, and they have to disengage when the damage dealer on the hands of Sha doesn't have their ultimate.
Just how clean were Clash in this little clutch maneuver with Sha with the petrifying gaze. The moment she throws in the ultimate, they all turn around immediately. Oh, yo, Delicate has called up somebody. There is a lot of damage coming in immediately for Clash. It's another kill for Sun, and they want to continue with the ultimate from Sun, and they're still going in onto C, trying to get her up. She's trying to spin to win, but now she's only spinning to her own. That this time Flash is coming in from Clash, catching in with Sha. It's going to be a kill nonetheless. They're going back. They can take the Baron now. They can take the game pretty much.
What a festival of flashes. No flashes to be seen on the side of Clash Midnight, but you don't care at all when those flashes can guarantee the takedowns on the enemy. They are so confident they can deal enough damage. They're just leaving Kiana to take down that ward. There's still Rakan and Jin live, but you don't really care about those. They're going to focus the mid lane turret. It's best like that. At least you can try to trade something, even though at this stage, 10k gold ahead. Clash Midnight is really cementing their path to victory.
Well, it's still a little bit of gold for the Sea Panda side, right? It's a little bit of something, but what else they need is the kills right now. They only have 3. 2 of them are on C, only 1 on Stratospanda. This is not what they want to be right now. And if you look at the gold difference between pretty much everybody, it is huge. It is massive. The top lane, the jungle just absolutely popping off, the mid lane the same. This is huge for Clash right now. They're so ahead, at least 1 item per person ahead compared to Sea Pandas. Sea Pandas are not standing a fighting chance in a clear 5-on-5 right now unless they catch somebody off guard. This is what they need to fight for, and they're catching Sana off guard. But Sana is CC immune. Sana has the ultimate. Sana is running away. The Delicate is going in. She's trying to fight with somebody. Oh my god, so much control, but she's also taking a lot of damage, though, providing a lot of damage back onto C in the meantime. No way! This is going to be a shutdown for Ember, but she's going to go down as well. Lidian gets another kill in her pockets, and they still continue. They still want to go. Oh my goodness! No way!
No way! And all of a sudden, Liliane turns that into a double kill. Curtain call, though, is going to get all the players from Clash Midnight at least scrambled apart, trying to dodge it. Sha almost gets stunned there, gets charmed. but it's still standing. You have 2 less players with a Baron buff on the side of Clash Midnight. So I think this is Pandas saying that they can still put up a fight, but is it going to be enough? The champ's going to hit. The real damage, the true damage, is going to help so much on a tank champion. Excuse me?
Strider Panda, what was that?
Cosmic, where were you? Cosmic, were you having going for a picnic in the park?
I'm not sure. But Stratos Panda was there to show off the newly picked Gale Force to Cosmic, and Cosmic didn't really like the display.
They did not, Solari, and is going to be guaranteed the 3rd Drake Ocean for Pandas. They're stacking out for Soul Point. There is a chance, and it might go down to that one mistake that Clash did on the previous Baron fight, the one before the last, where they were a little too overconfident. They were over the pit, they did overextend, and they ended up scattered and fell. For Pandas, they are trying to capitalize on it. From 10k gold ahead, Clash has gone to 9k, so we're getting that gap a little smaller.
But there is still that area on the side of Clash that you really need to be worried about. In the previous game, it was dominance of Cosmic and Sana all along. In this game, it's the mid lane. Oh my god, it's Rakan in this game that is really going in with the Audacity together with the fight. Again, are you really getting out of this? I don't think you have any chance. So you do, says Cosmic, sending in the shield. No, he's still going to die, but maybe it's going to be a revenge coming back from a team. The Vi almost not getting out, but getting out in the NC is definitely going to go down. Yes, it's going to be another kill for Cosmic.
The satisfying range that Cosmic has at this point in the game. You could see the person just 5 feet ahead. I don't know, is that much? I use centimeters. I don't really know. I'm a centimeters person, but I don't think centimeters really matter on the Rift anymore. I think they measure everything in Teemos. So how many Teemos away was that? Okay, yeah. 10 Teemos, that's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. Stratos is trying to defend this mid lane here, but Senna is very close. You gotta be careful with a big Olaf like that. And Clash Midnight really turned that one engage full on to Kiana in that red buff into something so productive for them and Solari. It all started out because they popped in a blast cone onto Clash Midnight support, solo them, but then all of a sudden Clash said, now that you have used your cooldowns, we are going in.
Yes, and I love it when the teams know that they can use somebody as a sacrificial lamb because they're going to get so much in return. Like right now maybe, because this has to be a fight, but this has to... Oh my god! The root!
I'm telling you, the range on it, she can just melt the towers at this point. You are just out of range to be targeted. Incredible. And that's because you farmed so much. You're on 103 souls on this Senna stacked. You have an open base on the side of Pandas. No inhibitor turrets in the mid lane. Everything is controlled by Clash Midnight at this point. Top jungle has full vision. How can you even try to bounce back?
That's a really good question. Can you bounce back would be the more proper question, to be honest, because right now for Pandas, let's see what they have in their hands, right? They have 3 dragons, so it's something, and the soul is maybe not, the most explosive one, but a pretty beneficial one, I have to say. You have 2 items, on the majority of your people, especially on those where it matters the most, Sha and Stratos Panda, and maybe you don't go into the jungle with no vision? Maybe?
Well, there you go. There's a sweeper. They can't see what's happening there. Senna might have been spotted. Might have been in a fog of war. Liliana is positioning very aggressive. Was there a flash? No, I don't think that was. It was just the movement speed that this Cassiopeia has. Now, remember, there's no boots for the snake. But she can definitely run. She can speed. And it's, once again, going to rely quite a lot heavily onto Sha because of the magic damage.
And Stratos Panda is trying to catch up with the range coming from Cosmic because it's going to be the rapid fire cannon picked out by her as a 3rd item. 3 item June, by the way, that's a very big force to reckon with as long as Stratos Panda stays alive and as long as she can deal damage onto somebody before the rest of her team are alive. Like C, for example, is really trying to ruin this by going down.
They have to flash away, but it's going to be wasted. While you have 4 members of Clash Midnight all over your jungle. Sana, though, can pretty easily stand against 3 people while you have the shield from Senna coming down from downtown. It's going to be Ender getting caught out. They're going to go away. Delicate might be caught in a bad position, but they have the backup from the team. No vision for Pandas as well, so they're going to be in a good spot to get away from it. Maybe a new Baron spawning up really soon. Maybe we'll see that's going to happen.
It has to be the Baron, right? Because Pandas still have the Dragon spawning up very soon, and they're still sitting on the soul point. But if they go towards the Drake, they're going to give away the Baron for free for Clash. They have to fight, but they don't have C with them, and the Baron is already alive. This looks like sort of a bait for Clash right now. Look at that.
Oh, definitely. There you go. The flash forward with the Shaman is going to be dealing so much for Shah to go down. They have managed to take the main source of damage, and it's going to be Cosmic showing that she can do quite a lot as this center ADC. But also has to flash, it has to go away. The flash from Jin is not going to be enough as Lilian is going forward. They have the reset and the stopwatch to keep her alive. There's someone very close there. They're going to go down. Vi takes the shutdown onto Lilian, but it's just Vi left standing. She is going to have to make a decision. And Clash has said, we're not going for buffs because we know you could try to steal them. We're going for your base and into the Nexus.
And they can take the whole Nexus, they can take the whole base right now 10 seconds before Shy is going to come up. She has the void stuff, but is it really going to help her out when everybody from the enemy team are taking her base apart at this very moment? And he's trying to do something, taking the Drake. It's going to be a solve for them. And okay, it looks like it was just enough time for Pandas to be bought in the end. 2 inhibitors down on the top lane and on the mid lane, but they still live. Their Nexus is still standing. And while standing, the game is not over.
It is not. Would you look at that? Ender was trying to solo this one, but Clash knows what they want to do. And unfortunately, this jungler is so far behind on items compared to the enemy team that they can't really solo it fast enough. It was enough time for Clash Midnight to take down the inhibitors on both top and mid lane, come back and get the Drake for themselves. No soul point for Pandas.
Oh, yeah. No. Don't tell me they're trying to flip on the Baron right now. This is not going to work well for Pandas. Now, they're just clearing the vision. Okay, fine. I have seen some really unsuccessful attempts of the Baron flips throughout my career, and it is always so painful to watch. This is, the last moment for either of the teams to try to do something. And when you're so far behind, of course, you need to try to do something. You cannot just sit back, because if you do, you will just be watching your base slowly but surely going down. You can try to accelerate things a little bit by coin flipping, and it does feel like Pandas really need to rely on a coin flip, because other than that, they're not winning.
They are 11k gold behind. Oh, what a reflex there from Evoluna. Getting away from the charm, nicely done. It's at least going to be a safe support if that should be a flip coin, as you said, Solari. Is it going to be enough? Are they going to make a mistake? Clash Midnight, they have responded here. They're going to go for the Everfrost. Doesn't hit, but they go forward with the charm. Liliana is dealing all the damage onto this top laner. So is the Senna. Sana goes in, and the Olaf is enraged with the Ragnarok, going in for 3 people at the same time. Liliana is as well. The flash forward from Cosmic to get enough damage, but they managed to escape. The support and shielding from Rakan is there. Curtain call just to scatter them away. But it's very sad to see a Jhin feeling so damageless in this game.
Damageless is the right word, unfortunately. Not what you would expect from Jhin, having already 3.5 items in their pockets, but unfortunately, if you compare the damage output from Trials Panda to the damage output from Cosmic, I'm pretty sure the difference is going to be absolutely drastic. And of course, this is going to be the second Baron of the game for Clash. Right now, they're on 34th minute of the game. They really need to close this game as soon as possible. They are at their peak performance right now. If they keep dragging the game further, or if Pandas succeed in dragging the game further, we could actually see a slight chance of Pandas of coming back into this game. I would expect Clash to try to have the final push onto the base of Pandas. Again, 2 lanes are completely open for them. The 3rd lane, it is just inhibitor standing, no turret left there whatsoever. Clash have the Baron buff. They have everything that they need to go and win this game and win this series and progress further throughout Pathfinders.
Yes, they are. You're going to see the top laner for QLASH Midnight getting engaged. They have to pop their Ragnarok and the Ghost to try to escape. They have been knocked up. The help from Delicate is there, but I don't think they want to commit to this one. Just let your top laner die. It's going to be a knock-up from the Vi onto them. Another one has been killed, but it's instead Ender getting caught up within QLASH's Midnight composition. Kiana trying to go here on this one. The blast going to flash forward into the charm from Lillian. Wow, impressive. QLASH Midnight is telling you, Solari, we don't want to delay this any further. We're taking this game right as you speak. Kiana in the backline. Where did you come from, Nautilus? You are taking the ADC just by yourself. One more hit. The flash away still gets the top laner healthy. But it's a game wrap up.
No way. Come on, yes, this is going to be a 29-11, almost 35 minutes in the game, and QLASH Midnight are going to take this after a very long, a very filled with